Hey guys, it's your girl Jynnette the Oracle, and I'm here to give you the messages for April. And this is going to be for the sign of Scorpio. So if you have a Scorpio rising, sun, or moon sign, this is going to be for you, as well as North Node, okay? And if you want more information about the importance of those signs, you can check out one of the latest blog posts where I do an astrology 101 entry about those signs on my website, innersonalchemy.com. While you're there, please go ahead and sign up for my newsletter. I have recently shifted the format to be able to deliver a lot more intel for you guys. And so far, I've been getting rave reviews from folks who've been reading and subscribed for a while. So I'm sure you will enjoy it as well. And other announcements, the open enrollment for the second semester of Lightworker Academy will start April 1st and go through June 15th. So if you are interested, be sure to check the website for full details starting April 1st. And I'm going to do my best to make sure everything is up by the beginning of that day instead of towards the end of the day. And that semester will be starting right at the beginning of July, okay? Because that's when the next new moon solar eclipse is going to be happening. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I do switch things up often, and this month is no different. So I am changing the format of the readings. I'm still pulling cards from the Oracle deck, Brawl-Talay or Brawl-Talej, not really sure how it's pronounced, to anchor the energies. And specifically was pulling from a subset of that deck that I correlate to the major arcana as well as planetary energies, because I'm wanting to tap specifically into some very specific higher bandwidths in the spirit to translate messages for you guys. I'm also going to be using an additional deck for an actual spread to get into more of the practical matters of life, of our human experience and existence, so work, money, relationships. And then we'll also get messages for our spiritual path and work. So again, this is for Scorpio, rising sign, sun sign, moon sign, and North Node. Please subscribe to the channel, like, comment, share, of course. And let's get started. Okay, so the anchoring energy is hard people, and I associate this with the high priestess. So this is the moon, the new moon energy. Okay, and we actually are starting with the new moon right at the first week of April, and this is new moon in Aries. So this is important. Aries obviously is complementary energy to you because it is ruled by Mars, which was your formal ruler, Scorpio. But, you know, the high priestess very much is representative of the mysteries. The high priestess and the moon card very much deal with the mysteries, but this is beyond even the human mysteries of our individual or collective experiences. This is like universal mysteries and how the divine plays and works in our life. And also it's an indication to you that you're not going to know everything. And that specifically is coming through as a read to you, Scorpio, okay? I know I had to talk to y'all pretty direct either last month or the month before. And I know you love it and you can handle it. So it feels like it's going to be that kind of energy today too. You're not going to know everything. So the fact that high priestess is showing up, like, just stop trying. Okay. Because you're only making yourself suffer. And you do enjoy that because pain is pleasure for you. Right. But you're not going to know everything. So we'll see what actually comes through for today. This is going to be what is for you to know. But anything beyond that, stop asking. I love y'all. I do. I do. You need to be more comfortable with that. Because really the obsession with wanting to know everything is directly related to your inability to trust the divine. Not trust other people, trust the divine. Because humans are going to be humans, right? Everyone's going to flub up. You flub up. Okay, so stop Stop acting like you don't know that, because you know that. I should take that back. It's not that, no, I'm not going to take it back, because I was about to say you already know that, so it's not true. I think you say it and think you believe that it's true, but in your heart you don't. Because as soon as someone does not live up to your expectations, trust is out the door, whether they actually broke trust or not. I'm going to let that sit, because y'all play too much. And if this energy is already coming through, I know y'all playing too much right now. This energy has not come up with anybody else so far but y'all. You're not the victim. You are not the victim, Scorpio. Stop it. This is another reminder from the High Priestess as well, too, because she's the one that is behind the scenes weaving realities, creating worlds. So it's a reminder to you of your power in taking ownership of what you create. Okay. Okay, y'all gonna get red today, I can tell. You can't create a reality for yourself and then play victim. And then expect people to care. And this power, or this what's the phrase? What's the word? This speaking to the reality of who and what you are is not a judgment. It's telling you what you create, and that it's on you. All right, well, message is still coming through. Can't even get to the cards yet. What y'all doing, Scorpio? All right, any last messages before I pull these cards? So there's something here too about you doing this or behaving in this way where you are weaving drama or suffering for yourself, because there's a part of you that is actually afraid of being a part of community. Wow. Okay, so there's something you need to look at with that too. But there is, in general, more that's going to come through, obviously, with the cards, but I could tell the energy. And that's a really important piece. I've actually, I never thought about that with Scorpio energy. That the machinations and the negative aspect, the machinations are due in part to fear of communion. When it's the very thing you want. Okay. All right, so we're going to drop into the practical stuff first. Work-related matters, whether you work for another company or you work for yourself. So I'm just going to say the work you do. Work has been good, money's been good, and they're only getting better. They're only getting better. So keep taking the opportunities that come up. Just be selective, because there's going to be a lot that's available. It's not necessary for you to take everything on. Okay? If you're getting 3 offers, take one. And take the one that is directly in alignment with where you're wanting to go. Don't do the fear of missing out thing, the FOMO thing. It's not cute. Okay? Because you are in the process of building or rebuilding your empire, meaning your stability at a place that you work and the progression along that path, or your own business. Okay, so this is a new a breath of fresh air, new energy that's coming in, so that's good, and it's going to help you move from a place of ups and downs in terms of your career prospects or work and things like that, to more stability and more balance and power. And you have the skill now to actually see that, so that's good. But there are a lot of options, again, depending on your context for what's there. You only need one. I know you love having and juggling a lot of options. Okay? You only need one right now. Because it's time to move forward in a big way on one major area as it relates to work. Okay? Because otherwise it's just going to dissipate your energy and you're just going to get stuck. So don't do that, because it's easy for you to get stuck when you think you're making progress and you're really just busy. You're not actually being productive. So that's something that you have to watch out for as it relates to work, the work that you do. Okay? Keep your eye on the bigger picture from this point forward, or I'll just say for the month of Aries, whatever's coming up with his new opportunities. Please do not get sidetracked with everything that could be possible as it relates to the work that you're doing, because it's actually there to potentially pull you off track. And it's just a way for you to test yourself, test your conviction. Okay, so in terms of money, money is good. Spend a little bit more on things that are restorative and things that make you happy, please. Because you've been working a lot. And you've kept yourself pretty regimented, even though things have shifted financially, and they've been shifted for a little while positively. It's time for some rest and restoration, or just general pleasure. But it's pleasure for you, and it really needs to be things that are more related to care of the physical body. So maybe you need to take a vacation, maybe you need to go have some spa time or whatever, but let that be more of a priority. Don't break the bank, obviously, but there does need to be a portioning off of the abundance that is there and that is available for self. And it's okay. You've earned it. And that's going to help make you stronger and better, because you're going to be replenished. That's the only way you can be replenished, because you're a fixed sign. You're not moving water, so you kind of have to pour into yourself, or put yourself in situations where people can pour into you, because you're not like Cancer and Pisces where water is always moving. So you have to care for yourself in a different way. Okay? And there are a lot of options for you to do so. Maybe pick one a week, depending on your financial situation. Love. Where are we on time? Okay. There's a lot of major arcana that's showing up for you. There's a couple signs that's been coming in, but you specifically have both the Empress and the Emperor out. That's not a small thing, because you're showing up as Temperance, so this is the inner twin flame energy, but you also literally have divine masculine and divine feminine energy out on the board, so to speak. So regardless of your situation, whether you're single and looking, whether you are entertaining a couple options, or whether you have already a committed partnership, that divine counterpart energy is there, whether it's within you and or outside of you as well too. Okay? Now, obviously it makes sense if we're talking about the inner energy. So for those of you who are single and looking, you've been working on your feminine energy for a while, and now you've kind of mastered, at least as far as you need to master right now, your masculine energy, which is why you're showing up as Temperance, because this is the balance of masculine and feminine with feminine energy within. So now it is time, if for some reason you haven't actively been looking, there is a shift in the energy around you for that. So it's time for you to make yourself available, and go looking for someone that's in alignment with what you want for your longer term goals as it relates to relationships, okay? So that's that. Because there are a lot of options out there for you. So the energy has shifted environmentally. So please, 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 if you are looking for someone, this is the month to be out and be present, because you are magnetic right now, whether you know it or not. And even if someone doesn't specifically step in this month, the fact that you are actively engaging with it this month may mean that the energy, like you generate enough magnetism where the energy of the person can actually step in Taurus season, which is your opposite sign, okay, relationship energy. So regardless, take advantage of it if you're single and looking. Now, if you are dating a few people, given I have all this energy that is here, only one person out of however many options there are that you're juggling that actually is the counterpart. There's only one Empress. Like, you can have a lot of Queen energy, but there literally is not even any Queen energy here on the board. I have a Princess of Cups, but that's your energy, the strength of your intuition and your heart. But in terms of anything external to you, it's Empress. So there is an option out of the myriad of options you have. For those of you that are not in any kind of committed relationship, there is one that is a divine counterpart. And it really just going to depend, your gender or whatever, what it's going to be, right? Well, it may be time to choose one this month. I can see that. Choose one, choose that one, not just make a random choice. Choose that one, because the thing is, in terms of the relationship energy, again, this is how you're showing up, the Temperance card, the outside options or what's bringing your attention to. Like, you have a couple options, so it may be 2 other people or 3 other people that you're dealing with. This energy here, the 7 of Cups, is just the energy of options. But this is also Venus in Scorpio. And the most recent energy around that would have been starting from last fall. So, your dating life may have really kicked up from that point moving forward, so that you are juggling all these options. But now you're at the point, like, there's been enough time where basically it's time to make the choice. Because this actually isn't really about the other person. It never really is in love. This actually isn't really about the other person. What this is about is your feelings around loneliness and being alone and isolated and not fully connected, all that kind of stuff, okay? So this is your chance in this month moving forward. I don't know what the dynamic's going on with this person or these people, but move in the direction of making the choice to go for your actual real counterpart. Go for the Emperor or the Empress, as opposed to just the Queen or King energy. Not that the Queen or King energy is not good enough, but I'm really talking about on the soul level divine counterpart, because there is too much divine counterpart, twin flame, soulmate energy here. This isn't like little stuff. Okay? Now, for those of you who are already in committed partnerships, I'm hearing that you guys actually need to celebrate each other more. So maybe there is an anniversary coming up, or you need to bring the romance and the playfulness and maybe vacation back in. to kind of refresh the waters, because maybe there's actually been some butting of heads recently. Maybe things haven't been as sexually fulfilling as you've liked them to be. Okay. So take control, be playful, have some fun, insert that in. Don't get bored. Keep your heart open. Your job basically this month, regardless of your context, is to love, be available, keep your heart open. No more playing victim around love. Okay? It's time to move forward this month. Or at least get really clear about what it is so that you can move forward next month. But I don't expect it to go past Taurus season, whatever this stuff is. So you have 30 to 60 days to get it together, Scorpio. I mean, really. All right, lastly. All right, this is going to be a long reading too. Cancer and Virgo had long readings. So spirituality, the spiritual development process, ascension work, all of that. You have completed whatever inner work you've been doing in terms of balancing your inner polarity, light and dark, divine masculine, divine feminine, you know, one of the stages of ascension process, whatever that is, it has occurred because you're already showing up as this energy, as temperance. So you good. And now there's a reworking on a soul level. Now that you're connected to your high heart and your soul guidance and intuition and messaging, there's a renewal that's happening energetically for you. Okay? So you may need to take a little more time to rest to allow this to occur. But you have completed a cycle, or in the process of completing a cycle, which is good, which is why the renewal is here. And you are divinely guided and protected, and this has been going on for a while. But it's an energy that is bringing you into a fuller and greater and clearer expression of your true nature in the positive. So kudos to you. You're moving forward. And you're in your power. I actually have Leo right here in the center, and just under Leo I have the Taurus. So you might actually want to watch the Leo reading as well as possibly the Cancer reading if you choose. Okay. All right, so those are your messages, Scorpio. I love you so much. I hope you enjoyed your read. If you'd like to book a session with me, you can go to my website,